Yeah, I mean, that was a really good win for our team. You look at the way it started. They got a wind blown double in the first and ended up scoring a couple of runs. And, uh, I thought Root, he was pretty good. He was really good last week. He was good this week. But we we found ourselves behind again, and but I like the way we answered pretty quickly. We scored in the second. I think we took the lead in the third with a two-out, two-run homer by Maxwell, and then from there on, whenever they scored two in the sixth, we scored two in the sixth, and then again in the seventh, they score again to tie it up, and then or whatever happened, and then we punched in three runs there. That was big, and I like the way we played. We advanced runners. We did some things. We had a safety. We had kind of a safety squeeze that I think gave us the lead. Maxwell found a way to advance that runner there in the seventh by hooking that ball. He had two strikes on him, got him to third, and just did some things right. Tried to run ourselves out of an inning there, and one of the innings was a little frustrating. I guess it was the second. Um, just that was probably the only mistake of the day as far as maybe the mental mistakes or whatever. But went with some different guys out of the pen today with McGuire, and he made a mistake again. The ball wasn't crushed, but he got up in that wind and blew out of the park. Uh, I thought Aiden Eminems was really good. He gave up a CNI single up the middle. Other than that, I mean, one other hit, but I just felt like his stuff was good. I like his toughness, and he competes out there. But he had his breaking ball working. I think he might have struck out the side there, and then Wiggins. That's the best he's been. Fastball obviously was good, but the slider was even better, and got him a couple of punch outs. So went with some different guys. Good win, and just pretty well played game.
What do you think the key has been? What Cahill has been doing for you?
Well, one thing, first off, he's super confident. And, if you make a mistake, he's been hitting it. He just missed that home run down the third base line today. And, you could still just see that it didn't really phase him. I know he didn't have success that at bat, but, he fought off a couple of tough pitches his last at bat, and then finally got him a slider that stayed up. The pitcher they brought in, Taylor, I think his numbers were about as good as you can be. I think he had 9 innings, 18 strikeouts, and he did have some walks mixed in there, but hadn't given up much as far as hits. He had no ERA, and we scored 5 runs on him. So, yeah, but I just feel like he's confident, and he's not trying to pull everything. You think about the double that cleared the bases last night was right center. The home run today was pretty much center to the right side of the bag, and then the other ball that just missed a home run. Yeah, I don't think you can hit a ball harder than that. I don't know what the exit velocity was off that, but he got a pitch that was more in. He hit it, so he's just been using all the fields, and that gives you a chance to hit when you can go line to line.
I can't remember if it was you or Nate, but one of you told me in the preseason that, he was really good against left-handers. But what's he done that's been so good against right-handers? Because that's where most of his damage has come from.
Yeah, just staying on the ball, and you just when you stay on the pitch, so lefties, we felt like he really stayed on the pitches and would go all over the field. But righties a little more pull happy, open up a little quick, and now it's staying on all of for the most part. So he's been a super big threat right there in the middle of the order, and I could hit him fourth, fifth, sixth, and just depending on how you want to go with it. And yeah, just been a really good start for him.
What did you see out of Root in the first inning, and then what did he do to kind of settle things down after that?
Well, I felt like he wasn't bad in the first inning. You take away that windblown double, we're in the dugout. I mean, I don't know how it wasn't caught. I don't know what happened out there. I know that my outfielders can all jump above that yellow line and make a catch. And unless he just didn't get there or he got tied up in the fence. But I mean, that was just a fly ball. And that's just bad luck, you know? So I don't really think there was anything wrong with him in the first. And a couple of close calls, it didn't go his way. But, you know, he just pitches, man. And yeah, I wouldn't say there was anything wrong with him.
And Max West is a home run in 2 straight games for him. I know that was something he had hoped to improve this season. So what have you seen from him at the plate, and especially with that power?
Well, he's gotten stronger since he's been here. And, you know, we felt like he was going to hit for more power than he had his previously, you know, previous 3 years in college. We could see it coming on. I mean, he was hitting some balls in BP that were going over the scoreboard. And, yeah, might have had a little wind behind it, but, you know, you still have to hit it pretty good to do that. But I think he's going good. He's showing power to all fields. You know, he opposite field home run and, you know, dead center home run. And teams are pitching him away a lot. He's quick enough to turn on it, though. He can hit the inside pitch. So he's a tough out. He's a good bunter as well. So, and he got off to a little bit of a slow start, and he'd been injured and trying to take care of that leg a little bit. We just want to keep him healthy.
You mentioned Taylor. You know, they threw him 4 innings. He's kind of been their guy. It felt like they were really pushing their chips and, you know,
Yep.
going all in to win this one. To be able to come out on top whenever it feels like that from the other dugout. I wonder how you feel.
Yeah, we saw him I saw him down there getting loose in the 3rd inning. And, you know, at the time, you know, I think they had a runner on second, 1 out or whatever. And I thought, well, if they tie this thing up, he's coming in. And, I think we got out of it. Their guy got out of another jam, and you know they saved him another inning or two. But that's just the way I felt. I felt like maybe they thought they should have brought him in last night or yesterday, and they didn't. And they were gonna, you know, if they were in the game or tied or maybe a run down, they were going to roll the dice a little bit. But they've got good pitchers, and they throw a lot of strikes. They compete, and you know, they brought him in. It was a good game. They got him the lead. We got it back, tied. I mean, it just those last 3 or 4 innings, there was a lot of strategy and a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. But I just think our pitching, you know, held it together out of the pen and gave our offense a chance to punch in a few runs, and we did there in the 6th and 7th and scored those 5 runs.
It looks like it's a lot better than what the numbers look like coming in. What have you thought about what Phil has done with that group?
Yeah, I think they've done a great job. I think they had a really good plan last night or yesterday against us. And today it was kind of the same plan. They know that our pitchers throw strikes and they're around the zone a lot. So they were up there swinging early and swinging hard. So, you know, I think they've had a real good approach and a good plan. And, you know, you look at their 2, 3, 4, and 5 hole hitters, they all have a lot of power. You watch them take pregame batting practice and they're launching balls. And again, it's another very old team. I mean, they start, I think, 5 seniors. I think maybe a junior or 2 and a couple sophomores. So, you know, experienced kids, 22, 23 years old, they're strong. And, you know, they're not intimidated, but they've played us well.
You mentioned the play in the 2nd inning. What was your perspective on that? Was there a late stop sign, or did
Yeah.
you run through it, or
Yeah.
what did you see?
Late stop sign, probably. That's what it looked like. But, you know, it's going to happen every now and then. Kendall was running super hard, and he might have picked up Bobby a little late. Bobby was trying to see what he wanted to do. So you just have to evaluate the situation in advance. You had no outs. You have to know what you're thinking. And, yeah, it was a tough break because we kind of had a roll in there a little bit, it looked like.
And then did Kendall say what happened on that play over there near the wall? Like, it looked like he may have been frustrated.
He was frustrated because the ball was probably in the front row, maybe just right in that area where you can lean it over. And he's made a couple catches like that. And, you know, one of the fans got in the way or tried to catch it. I don't know exactly what it looked like, tried to catch it. And, you know, fans are going to do that if the balls are in the seat. The ones that are maybe really in tune to the game and what's going on, you know, they're going to back off a little bit when you're at home. You know, when you're on the road, yeah, they're going to do that every time.
One more about Cahillo. When we ask him, like, hey, what were you looking for? He just kind of says, hey, I'm just up there trying to hit the ball hard, not really thinking about anything. Is that just kind of how he is? Like, what do you see from him at the plate?
Well, I really believe that's what he's doing for the most part. You know, their guys were throwing a lot of sliders, and but the pitch before he hit the homer, he tried to sneak a fastball by him at about 91, and he fouled it off. Came back with a breaking ball, left it up, and he hit it off the batter's eye. So to be able to go to hit a 84 slider and a 91 fastball, you just kind of got to see it and hit it. And like I said, he's seeing it really good right now.
I've got one more. It seems like 2-3 times a game right now, we're seeing your guys beat the shift with hits. What are your thoughts about?
Well, just try not to do too much, you know, going the other way. And yeah, we know the shift's been on, but it hasn't killed us. You know, you think about, you know, plays they've made on balls we've hit really hard that you're thinking, oh, that's a base hit. There's only been a couple of balls, but there's been more that have gone our way where we've hit the ball off the end of the bat or, you know, just stayed on a ball long enough. And you think about Helfrich, you know, hit that fastball to right field. We didn't take advantage of it. We didn't score that inning, but that was a leadoff single. So, yeah, I mean, our pregame batting practice has been almost totally going the other way and staying through the middle. And, you know, we've taken it to the game. I think we had 10 or 11 hits last night, 10 today. And I think we've done a pretty good job at the plate. Okay.